Hey, it's Tom Gallagher, the Videopreneur, and I wanted to take a little time and show some of the backstory on the truck. This will be the last video of just non-build stuff or non-teardown stuff, but I just wanted to show some video of my truck and what I've done with it for, in the last year. So the black part is some areas that I had repaired, some panels that I had welded in. Had some rust there, and I know you're probably thinking, well, the whole truck looks like rust. The whole truck looks beautiful to me. It's exactly what I'm looking for. There were some areas that were rusted through, and I had those repaired. And this was an early morning out in Wentzville, which is a town, old part of a town near my house, 10 minutes away or so. And I just headed out one morning at sunrise just to get a couple of short videos in. So that's what this video is here. The video that I'm shooting right now that you're watching, it will end with my engine, running engine, just so you can see it. So if this gets boring, you can jump to the end. If you want to see and hear the engine run, it's a 5.3 liter LS motor, and I drove down to Kentucky I purchased it out of a guy from Kentucky, and he did all the wiring harness, just the stuff that I need. I don't have airbags. I don't have a lot of garbage. This is just going to be a balls out, fast car, daily driver. So what you're seeing here, this is a old motel. This is actually the longest running, continuously running motel on Route 66 from Chicago to LA. This is the longest running motel. This is in Cuba, Missouri. And now this video here that you're watching is also in Missouri. This is a place called Devil's Elbow, and this is part of old Route 66. And this is a beautiful old bridge. Luckily, they didn't tear this bridge down. And this was a Missouri Route 66 motor tour that my wife and I went on. And so this is us driving across this bridge. I've sped up all this video just because it's beautiful video, but I'm assuming you don't want to watch all this stuff. And if you did, you could just slow it down, pause it, and all that. But really a cool old bridge. But this shows you what it was like to travel Route 66 back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. 2-lane road. This is a motel on Route 66. This is Munger, which is in Lebanon, Missouri, and this is the way the rooms look today. There's a woman that runs this motel. She's been running it for the motel's been in business for 75 years. I think she and her husband have been running it maybe 50 years or so. He's passed away, but she still runs it. It's a wonderful motel. She's a wonderful lady. You can see how clean this motel is. Good-looking guy in the mirror. You can pause if you want to look at that guy in the mirror. Good-looking guy. But you can see how clean this motel is. And this is the kind of stuff I want to do when I put this truck back on the road. This is the kind of stuff my wife and I are going to do, travel Route 66 and just run up and down. There's my truck again. This was, again, the motor tour, so there was a bunch of old cars, and we stopped at a Route 66. We stopped at multiple Route 66 destinations just to check them out. So this is just video of some of the cars that were on the tour, so you can see some of the cool cars that were on the tour, and there's always a token Mustang. But great time. And this is the kind of stuff, as I said, this is the kind of stuff I want to do once I get it running and back on the road. This is another old motel. This was the Shamrock Motel, and this was built in 1947, 48. I'm pretty sure it was 48. This is what the motels look like, and this has been in the same family since the beginning. They're the second family, the man that built it, and then this family took it over, and a friend of mine just bought this motel. If you pause at the very beginning, there's a guy in an orange T-shirt, Roman Rich, and he just bought this hotel or motel, and it's totally different now. I actually have some video. My wife and I have done a couple of volunteer days where we've helped, and it's stripped down. It's a group of people, a whole new roof. In March of 2022, there's going to be a neon lighting ceremony, and I'm hoping to have my truck ready for a shakedown cruise for that event. There's Rich right there with the bullhorn and the orange T-shirt. He's a gentleman that bought it. He lives in a town near me, and he's restoring it. And hopefully by, I believe his plan is by 2023, he's going to have it back open where people can stay in the rooms, and it will be very similar to what it was like back in the day. So some cool cars, cool motel. This is another motel on Route 66. This is in Washington, Missouri. I can't think of the town also. Gray Summit. This is in Gray Summit, Missouri, and unfortunately this is what this motel looks like now. It's the Garden Way Motel, but you can see the sign. Luckily they took the sign down before it was destroyed. The owners did, and they put it in storage.